Okay, so this is my full breakdown of the absolute purple belt final at the Bristol Open Nogi competition. As you can see there, that is me in the full Santa costume. If you want that, use Alex D at X Marshall and get 10% off. So I knew the very first thing that I wanted to ensure didn't happen was me to end up on my back. I knew as he was 120 kilos and 6'7", there's a lot of weight and a lot of height difference here. So him being 40 kilos heavier than me, I did not want to be on my back. So him pulling guard here for me was quite a blessing. Assuming I can get past these stupidly long legs, I might have a chance in staying on top and playing my top game. As you can see here, I don't want to sit. Normally I'd sit back into full guard here, but I don't want to sit down at all. Just by the sheer size of him, I do not want to sit down and be underneath all that pressure. That being said, unfortunately it does happen. I did want to lock a full guard here, but my knee being caught made that impossible and his pass relatively easy for him. As you can see here, his weight's quite far over to one side, so I try and do a big bridge, but there's just too much weight for me to move at that point. As you can see here, I'm in that same position where my leg was stuck, and as we reset, I managed to get that leg pretty much straight back in. I'm just going to try and break his posture now. I know if I was his size fighting me, I'd probably stand up at this point. So that was what I was waiting for. I was trying to ensure that he didn't just sit back and break the legs and pass like he did previously, and him pinning that arm is definitely not good for me. So I decided I couldn't have that arm pinned, and I'd wait for this stand. Trying to bring his weight over so when he stands up, his weight is easier to sweep. Someone 120 kilos is never going to be easy to sweep, but here we go. Here's the stand, so I take the sweep. As you can see, he goes forward. I don't mind if he goes forward, but I would prefer if he goes backwards. That is easier for me to sit up. Now, as I said in my previous fight breakdown, if someone's hand hits the mat, there is always chance for a triangle. As you can see here, I have that left leg over the neck, but just got that right leg caught in between his legs. So there was potential for a triangle there, but just not quite. See now, as he is here on top of me, I want to get up as quickly as possible. I've slowed this bit down so you can see exactly what happens. So he has that Darce underside grip already as I go to stand, as I was looking for that underhook, which would have helped me when I was standing up. The sheer length of his arms meant that Darce choke was on very tight, very, very quickly. And as soon as he fell to his side, that was pretty much game over for me. There is a tap. And that is a silver medal for me at the Bristol Open Purple Belt Absolute section.